salt spreader. That's amazing.
I basically just scan for jeans. I just do a jean scan. I'm not like real serious about the clothes. Except for a jean scan. Ew, there's a coffee all over it. What is this? I don't know. It's like a little stand for something. This fabric is, oh my god, this is NWT. It's a satin caftan. Is this like a thing? Rupac fashion? Like, do people wear these? I don't know.
It's a Nautica sweater.
Now look, these are some vintage blue cards.
No, they're not. The board's right there.
Oh, 2009. Okay. That's vintage of 11 years ago. It's in pretty good shape.
Nautica. XX.
Yeah, this is definitely fire.
It's my solo cup. Just peel and scratch.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely fire. This is like it's like in perfect shape. Oh wait. I don't know. Oh, but it has the arm patches, and people love the arm patches. The arm patches are fire. I feel like we'll still be able to flip that around. Uh-oh. This is my favorite part. These janky ass dirty umbrella. Actually, not janky ass umbrella, but these book bins. I love the book bins, but there's only certain books that are really worth getting. And I feel like if you're going to get a bunch of the same thing, it's all going to be in the same area. Like if someone's going to donate a box of like Babysitter's Club books or something that are actually worth money, they're going to throw them over in one of those bins over there. They're not just going to throw them in this janky book bins. Now, I haven't been able to find books in here that have been worth money. Like, for example, this is like a nice plant book, and it's 50 cents. We could probably easily get $10 for it. So we'll definitely take that. This one here, I feel like this is also kind of cute. And people love animals, so vintage dog book.
Salt spreader. That's amazing. Gotta get a picture of this.
I'm not going to really go too far into this because, like I said, if someone's donating a lot of the same thing, Golf Begins at 50 by Gary Player. Hi.
Making sure.
Hello. I just don't have the patience for this. Like I said, if someone's going to donate something and it's all the same something that's like valuable, it's going to be over. I saw this here the last time. It's going to be over there. Someone abandoned their child, or is this the picture of the kid that came with the book? It's always sad when you see photo albums of people's kids.
Adidas Pants. Big hole.
Sue to the front, please. Sue to the front.
Joel Silverman's Hollywood Dog Training Program. This guy's shirt is fire. It's missing the VHS tape. Look, it's Bill. I can't. Unless I see like a bunch of like the same book that we could lot up together. I'm just like, no. Yeah. How it works. Big Martin King. Alright, I can't. Get me away from here. You know how I am with the books. Want to go over that counter by the toilet seat? By the potty chair? Let's go hang out by the potty chair. Oh, look at all these. Oh no. Oh no. Black and red.
That's a good one.
Ooh, yeah. This is fire. Free when you buy 1 2-pound can of Folgers. Gross. But yeah, definitely, this is definitely good. Okay. Actually, I feel like I need to sanitize my hands. What is that?
It's a IKEA Sportage manual.
It was older than I would say, yeah. I feel like people really...
Right.
I just feel like it's a little gross. Regardless of... Alright. I'm gonna get my phone, which is underneath all of this stuff.
What are you questioning? I'm not
What am I
questioning.
questioning?
I'm not questioning any of these cassettes.
Oh, I'm not questioning any of the cassettes either. But I feel like we should put them in a better box.
I'll go get one.
We should find something so we don't have to pay for this other weight. These are fire. These are definitely fire.
Uh-oh.
For your safety, please stay clear of the center aisle, leading back to the exit doors. Please do not stand on the shelf and down the moving tables.
You're gonna get yelled at.
Safety or staff.
Get out of the
Time
bed.
changing for a while. We also kind of remind you that face masks covering your mouth and nose are required at all times.
This is $7. Brand new. Look, it's got a far more price tag on it.
Nice. Perfect. This is great.
Harry Potter's coming with us. I'm gonna make sure the disc is in there.
Yeah, you probably should.
There's one. There's two. It's in good shape. Also in good shape. Alright. People love the Potter.
I gotta go through that crap up there still. These are little magnets that say
New York. Yeah, I saw those, but are they all jammed?
They're all the same.
Yeah, but they have like a poof on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're the Apple. Okay, yeah.
I mean, they're smalls. We can put them in, as you know.
They're vintage.
I don't know if they're vintage, but...
They are.
Oh, they're vintage.
They look
Everything
pretty
vintage.
old.
Yeah, like some of these. Hold on, Adam. Hold on. Ooh, who's zooming who? I love that Aretha
Did you
Franklin
look at this?
song.
Let's see if it's on.
I didn't check it out.
Okay.
What does it say? I mean, do you think we should get that?
I mean,
Huh?
sure.
I mean, it looks actually like though it's a little water damaged.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's just throw it back. I don't think that's worth it.
I think it's actually a bootleg.
Huh?
I think it's bootleg.
Oh. Well, the checkers I'm just going to throw in here because I don't want this container. Vintage checkers.
Yeah, 15 bucks.
Camel ball. Yeah, this is in perfect shape.
That's good.
This, I don't know. This was for me. I liked all the pasta recipes in it. And I feel like there's so much pasta. But some of these are so easy that we can make these.
Okay.
Do you think?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Let's make some Let's make some pasta.
But you don't cook, so...
Because I don't have any recipes. This here on the front is ugly, but look at the back. This would be awesome for something with like to make a craft, something farmhouse looking, rustic, vintage. This is a Target brand, so not really anything great. Wait a minute.
What's this?
Vintage underpants. 32s, 32s, and 34s. Should we get them all? But we can't. I mean, I guess. I think it's totally worth it. I mean, vintage underpants always sell. Is there any more?
Wow. That was crazy. That was top 5 Goodwill Bins haul. And I know you saw the format's a little different this time around. I finally talked my fiance into putting a GoPro on. I think I've resurrected the GoPro Hero 4. I toyed around with it for a little while, and I think I got it working. It worked all the way through that Goodwill Bins trip, so we'll hope it stays that way. I'm going to try and keep the format this way, just because I felt like she was seeing a lot that I wasn't, and also she is a little bit more comical than I am, and is a little bit more playful, so I thought you guys would enjoy that. So we're going to try and keep this format. We're going to jump back and forth between me and her, what she's seeing, what I'm seeing. That way you get the full Goodwill Bins experience. You don't get left in the dark on what, I know you guys were thinking this, what is she seeing? You know, and what is she talking about? So now you get to know, you get to be fully immersed in the Goodwill Bins without getting your hands dirty, which is awesome because it's filthy in there. And, you know, we have to shower profusely after we get out of there. That's not true. We do sanitize our hands, though. But it is filthy. It is dirty. So we probably should shower now that I think about it. But maybe we'll start doing that. Anyways, so let's get into this craziness that we got. First things first are these cassettes. that's the majority of what we bought. Is we bought almost 80 some cassettes, all of which are in impeccable shape, and and they're great artists and they're great albums. This is all the Elton John we got, all of it. I was going to show you all the Billy Joel, but they already sold. So did all of the Tears for Fear, which I think was like 5 or 6 cassette tapes, and these Paul McCartney tapes actually sold as well, putting us right around the $40 mark. We left Goodwill spending $29 on everything, and we've already made $40. So we're already in the profit for this deal. Whatever we sell from here on out is going to be all profit, and that's kind of what we thought would happen, and it seems to be true. So let's get into a few of these. So like I said, all these Elton Johns. This is all Genesis. There's a whole bin back behind me full of these things. And I'll show you why. Because if you're like me and you do turn to YouTube for some guidance on what to buy on and sell on eBay, you see people buy a lot of something, or especially, frequently purchase things, and you go, oh, I got to look for that. So if those of you are going to start going out and looking for cassettes, there's some caveat to this. This isn't, oh, look, there's a whole bunch of Elton John cassettes, I'm going to buy them. You want to pause when you find them. And the only reason I say you want to pause is because there's condition issues that can arise with cassettes. It's not like vinyl where you can see it. With vinyl, and we did start selling a lot of vinyl recently. Vinyl's easy because there's a cover. You can see pretty blatantly that the cover's in decent shape, and then when you pull the record out, you can see right away if the record's in decent shape. There's scratches, there's dirt, debris. Same with CDs. If you look at the underside of a CD, you can see there's scratches and there's condition issues right away. So you can tell just by a glance. Cassettes are a little different, mainly because and for those of you that have never used a cassette, all the music is stored, on this cassette that's wound around these two little, I guess cogs you call them, and you don't know what's in there. So you got to go on what you can see, and what you can see is this area here, and this area here is where the machine makes contact with the cassette tape, and it plays the music. If this area here is showing a lot of dust, a lot of debris, a lot of dirt, anything in this area is going to be problematic. And then if you look, I don't know how well my camera is picking this up, but if you look at this strip here, and you do see a lot of creases, a lot of debris, or even a lot of wear marks, where it shows that this cassette tape's been played a lot, or if it's been played over and over and over again, it will start to show some wear there. 8-tracks are the same way. If you start seeing 8-tracks like that, and 8-tracks, the market's kind of rough on those. But that's what you're going to be looking for when it comes to the physical cassette. Now, all of these are in impeccable shape, and that's why we bought so many. And a lot of that has to do with that drawer you saw me having an argument with, trying to get cassette tapes out. They look like they spent the majority of their life in those drawers. So the second thing to look for is going to be this case. The case, if the case is really dirty, or if it's really scratched up, or if it's got some cracks in it, that's a sign that you may want to take a look at the cassette. Now, that's not saying that this case can't be totally trashed and that this cassette could be in great shape. That can happen. We bought a few like that. There's a Whitney Houston cassette that the outside is just scratched, but the tape's in great shape. So it can happen that way, but something to look for is definitely that, especially, and it does drive the value down. It becomes a little less collectible. So you definitely want to look at that. And then another thing to look at is this inlay. This is like a paper inlay that has lyrics and song titles and so forth on it, some pictures of the band maybe. You want to look at this and see if there's any water damage or mold or debris or stickers or something that may cause the value of this cassette to drop. And this one happens to be in impeccable shape, and it looks like it got very little use. And so those are the things you need to look out for if you're going to go into this realm. Cassettes are not as collectible as vinyl yet. They're getting there, and it's getting there because people from my generation grew up with cassette tapes. Now, when I was young, vinyl was still the thing. Vinyl stayed with me for the majority of, I don't think I ever actually saw vinyl. Well, I did see it, but when I was younger, when I was buying the majority of the music at music stores, I don't ever think I ever saw vinyl go totally away. Now, it was down to a very small part of the music store, but I think it was always still there. And it's kind of cool that it is starting to come back a little bit. But cassette tapes, now they could get there, they could not. It's anybody's guess. But as of right now, they are collectible. People are collecting them, and we are selling them. So we're quite happy about that. We do have a lot of vinyl on our eBay store. We do sell vinyl. And believe it or not, the cassette tapes have actually kind of helped the vinyl sales lately. So that's kind of cool if you do stuff like that, you know, like products. That tends to get people to buy more than one thing. If someone comes and they buy all these Elton John things and then they say, oh, I'm going to take a look at their store, and then they find out, oh, hey, they got Purple Rain by Prince on vinyl. That leads to a lot of sales where somebody might buy one thing and then turn around and buy another one, or buy them at the same time. That really works out and it helps. And then you get in combined shipping and so forth. The record and the tape might be a little complicated to combine shipping, but it can be done. So it does certainly help out your store to have some like products available. All right, moving on. Next thing, we bought this Harry Potter DVD. It's the widescreen edition with the dual discs with a DVD, PC, CD-ROM or ROM. Not a big moneymaker here, but it will sell. People collect this stuff. People love the Harry Potter movie series, the book series. So this will sell probably for $3 or $4, but you did see me pick that up and I wanted to cover it. Something that I did buy kind of blind is this Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville book. You saw my fiance look it up, and she said it really wasn't selling for much, and I don't care, because if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it for myself. But if it does sell, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. So, and the last thing we're going to go over, because I don't want to use too much of your time, is this sweater. You saw us pick up this Nautica sweater, and the big thing about this one is these patches, the elbow patches, sewn on elbow patches. If you find something like this, and it's name brand. Now, if it's knockoff or, you know, like Target brand or Walmart brand, that's probably not going to sell. But if it's a name brand like Nautica and it has those patches, people love it, and they do sell well. And this one should sell well. We haven't actually listed it yet, but we're getting around to it. We had such a big project listing all these cassette tapes that we haven't got around to listing a few of the other things that we got at that haul. So yeah, anything with those elbow patches is going to sell well, especially like sport jackets and sweaters and yeah, whatever else you can find. Flannels. Some flannels have those. So certainly works out. And that's about it. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I really appreciate you guys watching, and those of you that are watching this right now, obviously watch it till the end, so that's great. Thank you so much. And if you could give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get more of this content coming up in the next few weeks. We're still trying to get to that Amazon return store in Cincinnati. That's going to be probably a 3-part video of that, because we're going to stay overnight and go to that return store, and then probably a couple Goodwill bins and maybe a few thrift stores. So that'll be a lot of footage that I'm going to have to span out over a few days. So if you do like Goodwill bins videos, the Amazon return store is very similar. It's just, instead of having stuff that has been donated, these people bought Amazon return pallets and they dump them into bins, and you just dig through and find things. And a lot of it's new, so going into the Christmas season, we want to stock up on some newer things. So that's coming in the future. So if you haven't yet already, hit that subscribe button and you'll see that, along with some more Goodwill bins videos and some more of me just rambling at this desk about things that have sold or that haven't sold. So make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.